This is the Lichtman Live post show, the greatest post show that's ever existed on the face of planet Earth. And yes, I have no hair. Up next, the post show with 11 from Stranger Things, says Sean. You know what's funny is many people when that show first came out said that I looked like her older brother. And I was once her for Halloween, actually. Halloween 2015, I believe. That was the last time I shaved my head 10 years ago. And I wore a dress and I was 11. People like the haircut? Okay. I'm not sure it was my best look, but President Khalidi is back from Japan. Wow. Michael Nightwolf says, hey Sam, dig your new look. Great cause you supported. Well, thank you. A very Australian haircut. This is a very Australian haircut. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. I have a good hairline? Thank God. I mean, good hairline is important, right? I look sporty? Sporty Spice? I kind of look like a bully. Better, longer. Yeah. Susie K's in the house. Susie K. Everybody loves Susie K now. I know it's early, but do you think Zohran Mamdani is performing? We'll send a message to Dems? Kind of. I don't know. It's hard for Dems to be like, yeah, let's follow New York's lead because it's a pretty blue place, you know. But it's possible. Thoughts on Mamdani winning the NYC primary? Well, he didn't win yet. I'm happy. He was the candidate I preferred. Although I did also like Brad. What's his name? Any specific reasons for why you got a buzz cut? Yes, one of my best friend's son has a very treatable form of cancer, but he has cancer, and his hair was starting to fall out. So we all had a head shaving party together, and that's where my hair is gone. Brad Lander, yes. Looks like you're gonna steal our lunch money. Hey kid, give me your lunch money. Give me your lunch money. I'd buy a Lichtman shirt that says I'm always ready. That'd be good too. Thank you, Susie. Hey yo, give me your lunch money. Hey kid, give me your lunch money. All right, let's do a poll. Long hair or buzz cut? Susie K. Everybody loves Susie K now. And when I say long hair, I don't mean like long hair. I mean like, you know, my normal hair. I'll say longer hair. Longer. Susie Key. Everybody loves Susie Key now. Apparently the official results won't be known until July 14th. Did my dad vote for Zohran? I don't know if my dad's ever voted in New York, to be honest with you. Because he left New York when he was 16 because he graduated high school early. Then he lived in Massachusetts for a little bit. And then he lived in California for a little bit. And then he lived here. So I don't think so. Why hasn't Netanyahu been convicted of his crimes? No idea. Robot t-shirts. That's not a bad idea. The longer hair is less threatening. Hey, give me your lunch money. Hey, Dennis, give me your lunch money. I'm the town bully. That was my impression of like a bully from the 1950s movie. Are you going to follow your dad's footprints? Are you studying anything? I will not be following my dad's footprints. I did not study history or political science or any of that. I studied communications, film, media. Does your dad think this is a military failure key? I don't think he's making a decision on that yet. Joe Biden dislikes Trump more than Netanyahu. Where are you getting your information from? How are you coming to that conclusion, sir? Not bully, threatening, like don't give him a U-Haul, and fertilizing, threatening, like I'm about to make meth. Like I'm Jesse Pinkman. Am I still a boxer? I'm still a boxer. I haven't boxed in a couple months, but once a boxer, always a boxer. Longer hair is nice guy next door. Buzz cut is, what are you looking at? I look like a UFC fighter. Oh, that was an Oklahoma City bombing reference. I look like Timothy McVeigh. Now that's a diss. That's a diss. Mom Donnie's already doing a victory speech. I mean, I guess it'd be hard for him not to win. I guess that's why they're kind of assuming he's the victor. That's the only reason why I would assume he's doing the victory speech. Hey, give me your lunch money. Sam, are the shirts coming soon? Maybe bumper stickers. There are shirts and bumper stickers. Joe, did you not watch Lichtman live? They're up. They're ready to go. There was like a split second that I wanted to be in the UFC, like maybe like a 3-month period. But then I was like, all right, I'm too old, and also my brain will be turned into mush if I get punched that much. I'm going to copy your merch, but I'm worried I'm going to be stopped on the street. Why would you be stopped? I would buy your merch, but get me shot where I live. Oh, God. Well, I don't know. Boxing is worse. I mean, I do MMA and I do boxing for the sport of it. I don't compete. And I very rarely spar with striking. And when I've worn headgear. The buzz cut is perfect when summer be cooking the Southwest. I mean, dude, it's hot in DC. Honestly, today was my first day walking out with it. It felt nice out there. Do you got a big ego and fight people in the gym? Hell no, dude. I don't think I even sparred any striking sparring until like 2 years into boxing. And then like I'll grapple. I'll do a little like jiu-jitsu, although I'm like trash at jiu-jitsu. I'll grapple, I'll maybe even do like a little Muay Thai like leg fighting with like a little touch stuff, but I very rarely like full on spar. Trolls, who's a UFC fighter? Your brother or your cousin? Favorite choke? I don't really know that many, honestly. The only one I think I've ever been successful at is just a rear naked choke. Just if I get their back and I can get their neck and I just start squeezing. That's the only thing I can really do. Wow, your brother's a semi-pro fighter. Good for you, Diego. Stay on that course. I mean, I'm not in the best shape of my life, don't get me wrong. Heck yeah, Dennis. Dennis says, I bought a I Love Lichtman Live sticker going on my MacBook. That's awesome. Is America's reputation permanently destroyed even if a Dem gets elected in 28? No. Permanently? Permanence is a long time. Who you got, Canelo or Crawford? That's a good question. I honestly like both of them a lot. I've always been a big Canelo fan, and I've followed him a lot more than Crawford. But whenever I see Crawford, I'm like, God, he's so good. So like my heart is telling me Canelo, and my head is telling me Crawford. Has your dad been in fights in his youth? You know, my dad used to tell me, he used to say this. He's like, he grew up in Brownsville, which back then, well, I mean, still is not the greatest neighborhood, but back then wasn't a great neighborhood. And he said, back in Brownsville, you either learn two things. You either learn to fight or you learn to run. And I became a, whatever, Masters steeplechase champ, whatever the thing he was doing. He was a champion at steeplechase. So he was a runner. He learned to run. Do you know who designed your Republican t-shirts? You'd have to ask Savannah that question. I'm not sure. Why do some people support Andrew Cuomo? I guess it's just all name recognition. I don't get it. I almost didn't believe it when people were like, oh yeah, Cuomo's pulling, first or second. I was like, come on, get real. And it was like, no, it was real. I don't get it. Listen to Lichtman's? What's that? What am I the Lutch? Millie Lichtman Brown. I wonder if I still have that photo of myself dressed as 11 from Stranger Things. I do. This was Halloween 2016. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but here it is. Halloween 2016. Last time I shaved my head, dressed up as 11. Pretty cool. How many Lichtmans does it take to make a live? 2? That was probably the best costume I ever did in my life, honestly, that 11 costume. Because, I went all the way to shave my head. And that was 2016, so it was the summer after the first season came out. So, there were so many 11s that night. And, I was the only one that went all the way to shave my head. And people were coming up to me like, you're the real 11. You're these other 11s tonight you're seeing, they're the fake 11s. Dudes were phoning it in. They weren't wearing the dress, or they weren't shaving their head, or they'd wear the dress, but they didn't shave the head, or you know what I mean? I went full out. I wore the dress. I had the stockings. I shaved my head. I was in Boston at that time. I was walking around Harvard Square, and people were running across the street to me being like, this is the best costume of the night. And I was like, let's go. I also was trying to get into a Harvard party and didn't get into one, so that was embarrassing. But Gamer Alex, are you trolling? Because that's my dad. I wonder how you look like in a wig. Well, what kind of wig? The haircut switched up the whole vibe of the Susie K song. Yeah. Now it's more punk rock. Susie K. Everybody loves Susie K now. Vibe switch. Hashtag vibe switch. That was just rock? Okay. What would be the punk version? It'd be like, hey, hey, Susie K. Hey, hey, Susie K. I've got that Susie K song on my mind lingering. Dude, you gotta admit it's kind of catchy. Has 145 people watching, only 45 likes. Don't forget to like the stream. You can't deny it's a catchy song. Susie K. Everybody loves Susie K now. Do the rap version, it's like, Susie, yeah, Susie K, yeah, everybody loves Susie K, hey, something like that. I think that the OG one is the best, though, by far. Studies show cutting your hair makes your brain bigger. Yes. Heck yes. Philip H says, I'm dressing up like Musk. I'm going to tie bags of milk around my body and have a black eye. That sounds funny. What's the poll at? Well, 76% say longer. I get that. I'm on the same train. I'm on the same train. The good news about hair, though, it grows back. How come there's no sticker or anything on the opera? That's a good question. Maybe we should do that. VKM says, studies also say that brain size does not affect intelligence. A number of folds affects it. That's why we got VKM here, because he's the smartest guy in the chat. Best guess at my dad's IQ. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure he's in the Mensa Society, and he's taken a test, and I'm pretty sure he's like in the 160s. Yeah, Savannah's just one person, guys. She can't come up with every idea on planet Earth, okay? Give her a break. Me too, Kyle. Me too. How long do you think it would take for you to grow your hair back? I don't know. Maybe 3 months till I'm like not in like a buzz or an awkward thing. Probably 6 to like where it was before. Probably like 6 months. I don't really know. I was looking at some old pictures of last time I did it. Like 2 months after it, it was like kind of fuzzy and like not quite regular hair yet. But I think if you like shape it up, it'd probably look like regular hair. So probably like 3 months until I'm at a place where it's like manageable again, and then 6 months till it's like hair again. Cuomo's conceding the race? Is that true? Let me look that up real quick. X is so annoying. Like he just posted something, but I can't see it because I don't have an account. Cuomo's gonna run third party. Sometimes you guys come with the literally conflicting facts. Cuomo's speaking now in C-SPAN 2. I'm not that interested, TBH. Hello, Evelyn. A Susie K sticker? No, that's my merch, Savannah. Whenever I get more than 5 followers, we'll have Susie K merch. But Susie K gets a profit of that merch. It is her name and likeness. The big fight over the big beautiful bill under Trump today in 25 resembles the big fight over the privatization of Social Security under Bush 43 back in 05. Have you heard of Bio Cybernaut? I have not. The GOP NYC mayoral nominee was featured on Last Week Tonight with John Oliver over his organization beating up an immigrant. That's horrific. I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because it's horrific. Charlie Kirk just tweeted, NYC is about to elect a Muslim socialist mayor and called it a problem with America. Charlie Kirk, you're a joke, bro. You're a propagandist. You're a bad faith actor. Nobody cares what you think, dude. You know what the best thing about having a buzz cut is? It's so easy, man. Like, you don't have to do your hair. You don't have to worry about it. You know what I mean? It's like, and you can just rub your head like you're the Buddha. I mean, I guess he's bald, but it just feels so nice and prickly. Kirk can take a boat to Celibacy Island. Oh, man. Isn't he married, though? So he's probably had sex before. But I guess you're saying he wants everybody else to be celibate, right? That's right. I do. I did wash my hair last night, and it was a lot less shampoo. Raja says, I do a buzz cut every summer. Makes life so convenient. It does really. So far, yeah, it does really make life convenient. Charlie Kirk isn't a capitalist. I don't care what ist or ism is that he is. He's a joke. He's a fraud. He's a waste of everybody's time. Vladimir says, Charlie Kirk is just saying whatever will rile up his base just to get more viewers and ratings. I think you're onto something, Vladimir. I think you're onto something. Tashjid says, Trump gave him credit for convincing young men on TikTok to come out and vote. That's a scary thought. Doesn't mean he's not a bad faith actor. Bro, chill. Charlie Kirk has 3 million followers. Don't let him hear what you just said. What's he gonna do? I've got 10,000 YouTube subscribers. He's not gonna listen to what I have to say. And plenty of other people have called him the same stuff. I'm not new to the game. I've been in the game for 10 years spitting rap tunes. Ever since Honey was wearing Sassoons. My subs are going up. Sort of. Very slowly. But I guess technically they're going up. Wow, thanks, Tashjid, for becoming a member. Would you be interested in going on Tim Pool's podcast? Like me personally or my dad? Probably for me personally. I can't speak for him, but for me, no, probably not. Like, again, he's a bad faith actor. Allan on Joe Rogan. Now that we could do that. Yeah, Tim Pool's also a propagandist. And I don't know. I think I've pretty much decided that I'm not trying to really get to become like a political YouTuber. It just, I've tried and I just don't really like it, and I'm not motivated to do it, and it's just not something I'm passionate about. Like, I really enjoy talking to like you guys about politics, or talking to my dad about politics, or just being like politically engaged or socially aware of the world. Like, I'm very interested in social issues, economic issues, geopolitical issues. But yeah, political YouTube is just so toxic, and it's just like, I don't want to spend my days talking about Trump every day or some other feud between Tommy Lauren and his. I just don't want to do that. So I don't think going on Tim Pool would benefit me at all. Cuomo conceded. Is that official, like a referee with a whistle? Let's see. Does he want to come in or no? Geeks, come on. Hi, Bubs. I'm still trying to find something on Cuomo. His last tweet was 2 hours ago. Yeah, what do you mean by... I'm not seeing anything online that's saying that he conceded. NBC News, their live tracking of the race was 18 minutes ago. I'm not seeing anything about Cuomo conceding. Cuomo did concede? Why am I not seeing any news on this, guys? Somebody email me, lichtman.sam@gmail.com, proof that he conceded. I feel like NBC News, that would be like on their live tracker, like if he conceded. You know what I mean? Try Blue Sky. Didn't say anything on CNN. Okay, Midas Touch. Here, let me pull this up. Susie K. Everybody loves Susie K now. Midas Touch is saying he conceded. Oops. Shout out to Savannah. I don't really follow that many people on Blue Sky. Maybe that's part of my issue. What's on the Discover page? I don't even know if I've gone to the Discover page. A bunch of trash.
He showed himself to be the bitter, abusive, corrupt, selfish form of politics that we're done with. I want to say that again, we're done with them. Andrew Cuomo.
Screenshots are strange. I understand Blue Sky saying it, and you know, I guess the screenshot could be accurate. But even I'm not seeing any articles. This guy's saying New York AP, like, I don't know, guys. I'm not sure. What is this slop on the Discover page? I don't know if it's official. All right, where was it? New York Times updated just now. 1 minute ago. This is about Lander. I'm not seeing any reporting from the New York Times. Oh, he said that he won, but I don't know if that means he conceded. Seems like maybe he didn't officially concede, but he was handed it over, sort of. New York Times is corporate. They lean right. I mean, but they're still fairly accurate journalists. I mean, I don't think he conceded. I think he was like, "You won, brother. Good job." But it's not like, "Yeah, I'm out. Stop counting the. Don't trust screenshots on Blue Sky, guys. Places I always thought the New York Times leaned left. I'm not up to which way they lean, but they're pretty good journalists overall. Pretty accurate. Midas is accurate? I don't know. They just posted that he conceded, and I don't see any major outlet saying that he conceded. Look, guys, I don't want to debate about which side, left or right, the New York Times leans. I'm just saying they employ a lot of good journalists, and they are very accurate in their reporting, especially compared to Tim Pool. All right, guys. I'm hanging up early tonight. I know it's only been 30 minutes, but I had a long day, and I'm getting tired, and, I'm going to go chill out for a little bit, but I appreciate all of you. Johnny Wonderland, Official, Lil Silver, Alex Kawa, Jay Muzu, Tim Mikowski, Susie Garcia, VKM, Blaze, Tashdid, Joe Star. Thank you all so much.